in Norway, where they actually have to go through a swamp to get to it.
And we get it out by hand. That makes the material even more unique.
What makes charoite so special is it has this property which is called chatoyancy. The best way to describe chatoyancy, it's like Mother Nature's natural bling, okay? So it's got a natural crystalline structure in it, so it naturally sparkles and glows and gleams. Just a handful of materials in the world that actually have this property.
A tradition we look forward to every single year, the Tucson Gem event. Check out these beauties. I will say the vast majority are already gone since midnight, so if this is calling your name, get a hold of us. That is your combination of the turquoise, the charoite, the thulite, world launch on that thulite, which is that strawberry, raspberry, corally pink. Hi everybody, I'm Siobhan. This is our incredible Jay King. I'd love to hear your voice today if you get a chance to call in. Jay, I heard that the Tucson Gem Show was out of control and off the hook this year.
You know, it was very interesting this year. Number one, the weather. You know, I've been going for over 40 years, so you never know what you're going to get in Tucson this time of year. It is in the desert, you know, because it is Tucson. But I've been there where it snowed. I've been there where it was torrential rain, where it flooded out the tents. I've been there where the wind was blowing 100 miles an hour. This year was, overall, it was a little chilly in the morning, which I'm a cold weather person, so I'm good with that. And but during the day, it was just absolutely beautiful. It's always great for Tucson. I was there for 3 weeks. You know, maybe you know, I was ready to leave. I was, you know, well, it's like you know, it's the largest gem event in the world. I'm talking the world. You know, I've been going for over 40 years, and I've never seen the whole thing, ever. I was there 3 weeks, and I've never...
It'd be like impossible.
I don't know anybody that can say that they saw it all, because it's just impossible to do. But what's cool about this, and man, everybody, I'm so thrilled that everybody really gets this. And I tell you what, I just went home last night with, it just lightened my heart. We've sold almost over 70%, or maybe even more, like 80%, right?
This is going to go over these next couple of hours.
Yeah, in 2 shows.
If you love the beautiful, if you love the different, if you love the versatile, because you made it reversible for us, thank you.
Yeah, well, you know, this is our design. You know, it's got the magnetic, it's very wear friendly. Yeah. But really, the whole story on this is this, okay? What makes this so unique and so different is the materials. Number one, the thulite. This is a world launch.
There it is.
You know, this all goes back to Tucson. Okay, you saw Christian earlier. He's the miner. He's actually the miner of the material. And this is where it's mined, in Norway. It's the Norwegian national stone. It's found in this one location. They have to hike through a swamp. It's like almost 20 miles through a swamp to get to where they can mine it. There's no way to get equipment in there to haul anything out. So you saw, how do they get it out? Helicopter. They put it in a net bag. But it's not, this is just like gas jackhammer. There's no big, I mean, it's really, really difficult for them to harvest it. I don't know of anybody else that has this. This is natural. Look at this. Now, what is thulite? Thulite is actually a very, like a gemmy form of zoisite. And normally when you think of zoisite, it's green, okay? Right. This is like a gemmy zoisite, and it's in the same family as tanzanite. And thulite is rarer, more uncommon than even tanzanite. And everybody knows how rare tanzanite is. So think about that. Okay, how did this come about, the thulite?
So
we'll talk about the charoite. Yeah, the red. Okay, the thulite rough. Okay, the thulite, 3 years ago, we met Christian at the Tucson Gem Show. He literally had specimens, samples, and we got to talking with him. He told us he was going to mine that summer. So last year, we came in 2 weeks early before the show even opened.
Smart. And
we went around to several different of our mining friends, Christian being one of them, and we bought it all up. We bought everything. They were literally taking it off the container And when it got off the container, we went through it, we checked the quality, we did a deal, we weighed it up. Now the show opens, okay, the show opens, and everybody comes in and they're rushing. There were people rushing to buy Thulite. Well, when they get there, there's a big old sold sign.
Sold out.
Sold.
Jay was here.
Now, people don't know, I'm standing there, and people don't know I'm the one, or not just me, my group, that we bought this, right? And because there's no I in team, and so you gotta heard the comments. I gotta tell you, I can't share them on TV.
I'm sure they were not
let's just put it
happy.
this way: there were a lot of people that were a little bit upset about the fact that we scooped them on this.
You did scoop it.
This year, the Thulite that he mined it left Norway to our cutting shop.
See, direct.
So you will see it down the road. You're going to see, if you get this, you can see a lot of the matching pieces. And then, okay, the Sharite, the Russian Sharite. Now,
that's the purple.
That's the purple. Now, this is not only Russian Sharite, this is all AAA and AA grade. There's not even the A grade in this batch. It's all AAA, the highest grade, AA. We got this from a friend of ours, Andre. Now, 15 years ago, Connie Craig and I launched Sharite to the world. Okay, we had a 3-year run on it. Every time that we could get the Sharite in, this grade of Sharite, it blew out the door. And then it dried up. Now, there was Sharite, but it was all the junk. It was all the B, C,
all the
D.
rejects.
Yeah,
the medium and Sharite just sold out. Okay, so we have a small, medium, we have a medium large, guys. It is going to be one of those times where I hope you don't miss it, because I don't want you to kick yourself. Okay, here's the thing. They're reversible. We'll show you the turquoise.
And show them the size difference.
I'm going to show you the size differences here. By the way, that's how strong the magnet is. They're like hugging on each other because it's such a strong jeweler's magnet. So here you go, your opportunity to get the Thulite before it's sold out. Here's the Sharite, and it is available in the small, medium. Right here. So if you're interested, by the way, we have to talk about the turquoise. Okay, so Sharite is only in the large. You've got the double safety catches on the side, plus a super strong magnet. So the safety catches are, look, I'm like, hello, I have super, there it is. Ooh, and that wasn't even me being an actress. That was my award-winning acting skills there. Listen, if you wanted to get the Today's Special, we have other things for you that are bonus buys, which mean when you buy the Today's Special, it activates $20 off each additional Today's Special bracelet. So we're encouraging stacking, we're encouraging mixing and matching, and because it's reversible, that just quadruples the possibilities right there. It's 5 months at $27.99. And you know, Jay, that's a nice $20 off. Sometimes we do percentages, but this is like right off the top.
Well, you know, I think that's really, you know, it's really cool. Number one, if you think about this, and we worked really hard, just the design alone, but you're getting these two unique, unbelievable materials. Also, if you look at the turquoise, okay, and this is Andean ice, Andean blue, comes out of Chile. Now, one of the things, you know, because we had the privilege of bringing the HSN film crew out this year, right, to Tucson, which was really a lot of fun. And they asked, can we go around? Because, you know, the miner who mined the Thulite was there, the miner who mined the Sharite. Well, not really a miner, I'll explain that. This actually, the Sharite was mined over 15 years ago, right? This is the same material that Connie and I were selling. Now, here's the deal. If you look at the quality of this turquoise, look at the high clear blue. That's all genuine, natural color, nothing enhancement. This is what everybody is going after. So the film crew said, can you take us around to Tucson so we can meet the turquoise miner and see the turquoise? And I told them, well, no, I can't do that. And they said, well, what do you, and I said, no, we can't do it. And they have a great B-roll shot, and I'll show you. Now, okay, see that? That's a 5-gallon bucket, a paint bucket. This is how all of our turquoise is. If you go into our warehouse, you would think I'm in the paint business, right? You're going to see stacks and stacks and stacks of these 5-gallon buckets. And what that is in the turquoise industry, that we bring it from the field, we sort it by size, color, and we put them in those 5-gallon paint buckets. The reason we do that, every bucket contains anywhere, if it's full, from 50 to 55 pounds of turquoise. So I can look at 10 buckets and know that that's about 500 pounds or 550 pounds.
Good inventory
right?
management right
And
there.
also also keeps it, you know, sorted by color. The key reason I could not bring anybody to there, number one, this is mined in Chile. We go to the mine. They're not even represented. There was nobody at that show. Now you're talking the largest gem event in the world, and nobody had that turquoise. Nobody had that turquoise. We're the only ones that had it. I had to bring it from our warehouse so that we could actually show it and show you what we got. So what do you have going on here? Number one, you have one of probably the most awesome link bracelets we've ever designed, okay? This is probably the most user-friendly link bracelet you're ever gonna have. Plus, not only that, you're not just getting one look in the bracelet, you're getting two individual, unique, different looks. We've also added, because of viewers' requests, we've added an extra safety clasp on this. So it's just like your grandfather used to wear a belt and suspenders.
Sure,
I mean,
right.
you're taken care of, right?
Yeah.
Did your grandfather do that?
Yeah,
no,
sure.
My grandfather wore belt and suspenders, okay?
Just in case.
He wanted to make sure, you know,
There's no issue
that
there.
there was no issues, right? And so this really is a super high grade. You've got this AAA, AA Charoite. You flip it over, that beautiful Indian ice. Look at that on this side.
Gorgeous.
Then world launch Thulite, the national stone of Norway. National stone of Norway. Now, I will say this, okay? I say that it comes from this one location in the world, the bulk. Okay, now, in Austria, in a museum in Austria, I was in Austria just last year on a Harley ride.
Fun.
I went to when everybody else went to a certain event, I went to the museum.
You always do that.
Because I'm a good boy.
Yes,
yeah.
you are.
So anyway, but I saw a specimen of this that was just unbelievable. It was the actual crystal specimen of it that they had found in Austria. I've also seen it in a museum in Australia. But I'm talking like a specimen, one specimen. But the bulk, and you know, if you read, if you Google it, if you read about it, Norway, and it comes from that farm, and that's where all the Thulite really that you see in Norway or that you've ever seen. Have you ever seen it before?
Mm-mm.
Okay, now here's a GIA grad. Okay.
I really haven't.
Okay, she's a GIA grad. They pretty much see it all, right? I mean, in fact, they not only see it all, they're tested on all of it, right?
This is incredible.
It's like getting a PhD in gemstones and stones, right? So, and Siobhan hadn't seen it. That's how rare it is. I think that speaks a lot about the rarity of it. And here again, okay, the Charoite. Now, here's the deal with the Charoite. This Charoite was mined. Charoite, the name comes from the Char River in Russia. That's what it's named after. This is the mine or the deposit was located in Siberia in the Ural Mountains. They call the Ural Mountains the top of the world. This material is the same material that Connie and I were selling 15 years ago. This is from private mining stashes, private mining stock. We met 3 years ago. We met a person who's a physicist. Him and his partners are all Russian physicists.
Oh, how interesting.
And they have the connections they knew the families, they knew the people for the Charoite. So they have that connection. Now, as far as I know, there is no new Charoite mining going on. This is all the old, but what makes this so unique and so different, this is all the AAA, AA that the miners kept. Okay?
Right. The cherry pick.
You can still get the junk. The junk is readily available. Even though it's very expensive, I won't buy it. But this isn't something that you're gonna, when this Charoite load that we have now runs out, this year we're negotiating on getting a little bit more of the rough. Unfortunately, we weren't able to come to meeting the minds. And see, Siobhan didn't go. She had an emergency, couldn't go in the last minute. And if I would have had Siobhan there, we would have got the deal.
You know it, Jay.
I've seen her. I mean, this woman, okay, she's a natural negotiator.
I come from a merchant family.
You do come from a merchant family, but I will tell you, I've been with her, and she's a tough sell.
But I'm
she's
very nice about it.
She's very nice about getting you down on price. I mean, you'll go down on your price, but you'll feel good about it.
That's right. And that's kind of like shopping here at HSN, right? So think about that. The appraised value on this was between $260 and $290. I've just been told by our incredible producer, Jared, that the Charoite in the medium, is that medium large? Is down to that final quantity? It's a small medium. Oh, just the medium, right. So just the medium, that one is down to its final quantity. 50 now. Okay.
Right. And here again, if you're petite, and Siobhan's got a very petite wrist, okay? You go small, medium. Okay, don't even think about the measurements. If you have a wrist my size, okay, and I've got look,
yeah.
my wrist,
You have
okay?
a manly wrist.
Okay.
Yeah.
This will easily fit me, and I'll have a little slack. Okay.
Right.
So, you know, don't, you know, like a lot of times I think we confuse people because we, you know, give them, you know, it goes up to a 7-inch or whatever. Literally, if you've got a really petite wrist, go with a small, medium. If you've got a larger wrist like mine, you're really good with a medium, large. And it's, you know, like I said, it's one of the most comfortable designs. We designed this link bracelet about 4 years ago. We put it in all different stones. If you read the reviews on it, rave reviews, everybody loves it. Because I think it's because it's, number one, it's double-sided, so you're getting 2 bracelets.
Right.
For the price of one. And also, it is so wearer user friendly. You could, I'll tell you what, you can be stumbling around at night in the dark, and I can put this on. You just actually flip it on your wrist, and it finds each other. You snap down the safety clasps on both sides. Originally, when we built this, and here again, we listened to our viewing audience. We listened to you, and I really appreciate your feedback because so many people, we used to just go with one safety clasp, and they said, well, you know, I bumped it, and one of them opened up, and it only had one, and it didn't come off right away, but it could have come off or it fell. This way, like I said, it's like wearing suspenders and a belt.
And a belt.
You're double secure.
Double whammy. Can we also just say a couple of basics in case you're new to HSN or you're just tuning in? Hi, we're glad you're here. Welcome. This is sterling silver.
Yeah.
We might want to mention
Okay, yeah, maybe
that.
forgot to mention that.
It's sterling silver.
And they're custom made.
And they're custom made. This is not cookie cutter. This is where boutique shopping happens at HSN, with who also happens to be one of the world's largest gemstone merchants. And these are all natural gemstones. So I just wanted to clarify that in case you're like, what? $139? Oh, that must be some, you know, really fancy fashion jewelry or something. It is the real deal. By the way, the medium in the Thulite is now gone. Okay, so the sizing is getting limited because 6,700 have already been selected, and we have only about, after all is said and done right now, I'm doing math, hold on, about 1,500 left between, what size, so tell me, Jared, producer, what sizes are left? Help me with my algebra, thank you. Large only, okay, large only.
So medium, large, so if you've got a larger wrist, but you can see on Siobhan.
I have a small wrist and it still works.
Look, it still works with Siobhan, but she's got plenty of play. This is really kind of the fit for her, but this is not something it's gonna work for you. It's just, yeah.
A little bit looser, I kind of like it.
Yeah.
I love it, actually. I love them both, what
It's
can I say?
more like a bangle, right?
Exactly.
But it is on the larger size.
And it's all in sterling silver, and think about it, it's the same price even though you're getting more. Think about that. Okay, rings, earrings,